It's time for Recipe of the Day. It's Friday, we made it, and for this Friday night pizza night, I am not bringing you a pizza recipe, but a recipe for something that will make everything taste like pizza. That is pizza seasoning. I cannot tell you how much I love this. It really smells like a pizzeria. It just tastes like you're eating pizza, but it doesn't actually have pizza in it. Instead, it just has this great combination of flavors that are all things found in pizza in one way or another. So there's the herbs and aromatics, the oregano, basil, thyme, onion powder, and garlic powder. And then there's that distinctive ingredient that's in Italian sausage and pepperoni that really, really tastes like pizza as well. And that is some fennel seed. And then I've put some mustard and some paprika in there because those are ingredients that are so often found in pepperoni. And then a little bit of smoked paprika as well to give it that smoky flavor that you get from a wood-fired pizza crust. And then finally, there's a little bit of heat from some black pepper and some crushed red pepper flakes because, those are found on every table of every pizza restaurant ever, Now, I will say, I've actually tried putting Parmesan cheese in this as well, and it's really tasty, but it makes the blend more perishable, so I only add it if I'm going to be using it soon. Okay, so this is one of the many seasoning blends that I'm always telling you guys about. And as with all of those, I am giving the recipe for making a full half cup that's going to fit in a 4-ounce jar. Oh, you know what? Since I last did one of these seasoning blends on here, I bought a box of glass seasoning jars that are just basic, how mason jars or jam jars, basic jars. And they come with lids, and inside the lid is a little plastic thing with a sprinkler in it. I don't use those because I'm always testing recipes and need to measure everything. So I never use the little sprinkle holes from my seasonings, but I know a lot of other people do. So that is in there. You can take it off if you don't use it like I don't. And it also comes with these black stickers and a white marker so you can label them. I think they're great. I will put the link to these jars in the show notes for this podcast episode for you if you want to check them out and get some for yourself so you can make all these seasoning blends, right? Anyhow, the batch that's half a cup will fit in one of those jars. Oh, the jars even come with a cute little funnel that fits into the jar. I just love them so much. Anyhow, okay, so as I was saying twice now, the recipe makes a half cup batch that will fit in those jars or any standard seasoning jar. And also I give the recipe for 2 tablespoons of the blend. So if you just want to make a little bit just to season up that pizza or those quesadillas, I'm telling you, you put this on some quesadillas and they taste like pizza quesadillas. So good. So yeah, I'm also giving a recipe for just making 2 tablespoons. Okay, so I will tell you the ingredient amounts for the full batch, and then I will tell you the ingredient amounts for 2 tablespoons. And as always, you can get to this by going to cookthestory.com/ROTD, and then you can find the link to the pizza seasoning and get yourself over there. I do recommend that you bookmark or make note of the seasoning blends landing page so that when you're trying to make a recipe and it calls for Italian seasoning or Cajun seasoning or anything like that, you can come over here and just make that small batch that you need for the recipe. You know what I mean? Okay, so you should go and visit the pizza seasoning recipe if I am telling you the ingredient amounts too quickly, but I'm going to tell them to you anyhow. So to make the half cup, it is 2 tablespoons of dry oregano, 1 tablespoon of dry basil, a tablespoon of onion powder, a tablespoon of garlic powder, 2.5 teaspoons of crushed fennel seed. So you just get your fennel seed and you put it in a mortar and pestle and give it a little crushing. If you don't have a mortar and pestle or a spice blender, people use a coffee grinder. If you don't have something like that, just leave them in whole. They'll be fine. And then after the fennel seed, it's 2 teaspoons of thyme, 2 teaspoons of paprika, a teaspoon of coarse black pepper, a half teaspoon of smoked paprika, a half teaspoon of dried mustard powder, and then optionally a half teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, or you can add a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. Stir that up and then funnel it into the jar, put a little label on there, and you are good to go. It is going to make your soups and stews, pizzas, lasagnas, quesadillas, everything tastes like pizza. So good. Okay, now if you want to do the smaller batch, the 2 tablespoons, you will do 1.5 teaspoons of oregano, and then 3/4 of a teaspoon each of dried basil, onion powder, garlic powder, and the crushed fennel seed, then half a teaspoon each of the dried thyme and the paprika, a quarter teaspoon of coarse black pepper, and then an eighth of a teaspoon each of smoked paprika, dried mustard, and crushed red pepper flakes or a little pinch of cayenne. I cannot wait for you to try this. I am just so delighted by it. I've made it like 5 times now and I've used it in I don't even know how many things. It is that good. I will put the link to this recipe in the show notes for this podcast episode, or you can head to cookthestory.com/ROTD and get it there, or find it in our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/recipeotd. And hey, just a quick note. I'm on a recording hiatus right now, so for the next little while, I'm replaying episodes from the archives, including this one. If you heard me mention a holiday, a season, or something going on in my life that seemed a bit off, that's why. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope you're enjoying these older episodes. I am Christine Pittman from cookthestory.com, thecookful.com, cookfor2.us, and from this podcast, Recipe of the Day. I hope you have a great day. Let's get cooking.